Now I think I'm gonna like it here, fellas. Yeah. The yesterday I got a letter from Fidelity in the mail saying that well I was trying well I did. I turned my 401k from my last job to this job, right? And I got a letter in the mail saying that I lost $347 on the exchange. And it has something to do with the fact that I left the company too soon. And I didn't leave the company too soon. They cut me. I'm gonna tell you what, no. The guy explained to me what the plan, what every individual plan is different with every company. And my company was doing 20% match and then 30% match. No, 20% match, then 40% match, then 60, 80, and then 100 on the fifth year. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm all 100% match and they ain't giving me shit. They cut me, fire me, so that they can hire somebody else and start them at 20% match, then the next year 40% match, and then when it gets their fifth year, they'll cut them. See how that works? Like you're not gonna, if you're 20 something years old, just starting your career, listen to me when I'm telling you, you're not gonna be working at the same place in 25 years. Now, my father, and Thanksgiving dinner, 95, that Dallas Cowboys game. Remember the game where Larry Allen got thrown by Reggie White, where he got underneath his arm and almost threw him over? Around that time, my father, and my uncles were all talking about how we ain't gonna nobody's gonna be working somewhere 25 years anymore. And then the next thing I heard was everybody, oh, and he threw Larry Allen, almost got thrown. Yeah, I remember that. But I wasn't thinking about being as old as I am now back then. They didn't know it, but I was ready to set the world on fire. I thought I was anyway. So much for that. But anyway, yeah, that's what they're gonna look to do. They're gonna look to like undercut you. Like no company's mission statement is gonna say we're here to help our employees have the best quality of life for as long as possible. Nah, ain't with that. And going back to the Fidelity, I lost $300 on the exchange because of what them cutting me before I was totally invested. So they gave me like I had two iPhones with that job. Now, had I known that they did that shady shit, I would have kept them iPhones and took them to one of them kiosks, and I don't care what I got for it. It's just been about getting something for them trying to take something from me. And I'm petty like that. And somewhat not, I wouldn't say dishonest, but I'll do shady shit sometimes if it ain't gonna lock me up, get me locked up just to get ahead a little bit. I will do some shit like that. Like Maron talked about switching out the special edition of Return of the Jedi for the original edition. Yeah, I'll do shit like that. And, I didn't do it because I thought that we parted on amicable terms. But then when I found that out, I'm like, yo, I wish I'd have kept it and turned it into one of them kiosks and got some money. But those phones were linked to me as far as serial numbers and stuff like that. And plus, what's $347? I mean, you know what I mean? I got a little bit more from them than they got from me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was able to build with that job that they gave me. So, yeah, man, know that these companies are not looking out for you like they say they are. But I'm looking forward to starting to work. I start work on the 18th, and that gives me like 2 weeks. I was thinking about going down to, remember I told you I knew that Israelite boy that I hadn't seen when I went to Morgan State? Well, he lived on the island of St. Croix, and I was going to go down there and see him. Or go down there and see if I could find him. He might not be with us anymore, if you know what I mean. Who knows? So it's kind of somewhat of a mystery to me to see how he turned out and how life, if he made, because he was talking about he wanted to get married and start a family. I wonder if he did that. But I still want to see him. I ain't seen him in a long time. So I may go down there. I was checking prices of flights and hotels last week on Thursday, and it was wanting $1,000, which is, I think, a little too much because I had one of my ghetto cousins went to New Orleans for 2 weeks, and he only, no, not 2 weeks, but $200 for the trip. So if I can get in real cheap, I'll do it. But if not, I ain't doing it. But I won't say nothing else about St. Croix unless I'm down there because I'll film a video when I'm down there. Yeah, all right, yeah.